Hello everyone, and welcome to Sasquatch Secrets. I'm Nikki Colon, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this incredible journey through Canada. From the vibrant city of Calgary to the serene beauty of Harrison Hot Springs and everywhere in between, this trip has been nothing short of amazing. I had the chance to meet up with great friends, created cherished moments, and I will treasure these forever. It truly was a trip of a lifetime. Join me as I share the wonders, the adventures, and the unforgettable memories of my Canadian escapade. Let's dive into the heart of Sasquatch country together. Hey everybody, here with Thomas Steenburg on Picnic Table Chats. Welcome. We're going to be going over some old sightings in the area. He has been so kind to bring along several of his reports from the area. I've already gone through many, but I thought, why not bring this to you? So I'm just going to be reading through some of his reports that he brought to me. And this one is the Malone family tracks.
Remember when we were coming back through bypassing town, I said, that's a nice trail there.
Oh, yeah.
That's where those tracks were found.
Oh.
I was actually in a place called the Happy Prospector talking to him about a sighting he had a few years before when these people walked in saying they saw these tracks. I immediately went right out to see them. Yeah. Found them. Yeah. I asked them before I went to look at them, after they basically told me about it, and said, please email me your photos you took, and they did, and I know I found the right one. So,
what kind of substrate were those in?
And a hard packed trail, which was a lot of money because we had a lot of rain at that time. The date was July 17th.
Yes.
So
July 17th, 2018. Approximately 10 a.m. is when they were found. And let's take a look. I was at Harper Prospect Store just out of Harrison Hot Springs. You were at the store, and I'm going to be skipping through these. I'm not going to read the whole thing, guys. I'll get to the good stuff. Let's see. I informed the family about a new Sasquatch museum. My conclusion is that probably not a Sasquatch footprint. Okay. There were also boot prints, dog prints, bear prints, horse hoof prints, which in some places all jumbled together and at times made the barefoot shape associated with Sasquatch, with all distinct toe impressions, of course. So I conclude that most likely this is a case of mistaken identity, footprint-wise anyway. So we then have some photos. That's kind of interesting. Hopefully there's no glare.
those are nice cuts of meat.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, sorry.
We're making dinner, guys. It's all good. They want to hear about all this stuff. And that's what the location looks
Try
like.
not to gore myself in the back.
Holy cow. You want to see what Mike's doing right now? He's making picanha. Or stabbing himself. One of the two. One of the two. All right. Let's see. Let's keep on moving. Okay. Oh my God! That dog.
Those are the witnesses' pictures.
These. Wait,
Yeah, those are the ones I took.
Okay, these are their pictures. Okay,
these are their pictures.
This was the first. And then these, hold on, I gotta look at it. Oh, there's a lot going on there, huh? Okay. Oh, I just got buzzed. And that's what the area looked like. Alrighty. Oh, these are separate.
There's a yoga mat for between the pot.
Was this on this?
When you step out.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
This were together like this, and then that was separate.
Right.
Okay. And we just looked through these.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the map.
The map of the town of Harrison Hot Springs showing where the park is.
Map of the park. Harrison Hot Springs. I need a map for the park. I'm all lost. I don't know how I got turned around one night, that first night. I'm like, I have no clue where we are right now. We were literally right around the corner from the trailhead.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't I was like, I don't know how far it is to the trailhead, but just getting there was uphill.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like it's uphill when you're driving in a car.
No. Yeah, this is an older one.
Okay.
The witness did write to me, but this was originally investigated by the late Renee DeHenden.
All right. Ooh, so this is...
So I was very intrigued because Renee told me all about it, and when he talked to me, I didn't tell him I knew Renee, and I wanted to compare it, what he told him to what he told me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So this comes from a Mr. Brad Tomby.
Mm-hmm.
And he contacted you through email, telling you about his experience that's bothered him for years. And photos, a letter I received from the late John Green, which I thought you might find interesting. And that was in August 4th of 2019, October 8th of 2008.
That's what John Green wrote.
This is what John
Green wrote to him, yeah.
Okay, John Green wrote back saying, I have been told a few times over the years of what was presumed to be Sasquatch activity on the Chehalis Reserve, and have twice been shown what may have been the remains of footprints in the vicinity. It is certainly a suitable area, and Bob Titmus did talk to an old gentleman who said he had been chased by a Sasquatch while riding a bicycle there many years ago, but I have never myself interviewed anyone who reported seeing a Sasquatch there. There are thousands of people who have reported seeing such a creature or creatures all over the North America. And in past years, I have been able to question hundreds of them, most of whom appeared to be sane and truthful. Like you, I don't think it's reasonable to dismiss them all. I agree. As to whether Sasquatch are dangerous to humans, up to now, I have no reason to think so. But I am certainly not offering any guarantees. I know, when you hear grunts or something like that, you're like, what is that?
I think it could take you out, but they just as soon not.
Yeah, right?
Why get involved?
But the thing is when you're out there in the dark and you hear that, my mind goes straight to bear usually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
First thing.
Yeah.
And there was a point up on that hill up there, on that trail last night, where I had been leading, and then, I don't know, you think you hear things, and I was like, okay, your turn, and Brent took the lead. And then Brent went on, and then all of a sudden Brent says, "Okay, Trackway, it's your turn. you have the IR. Did you hear that?" And I go, "What was that?" And he's like, "Something, stepped something. It was like a stick." Or something walked in the sticks. And up there, it's real. Once you're off the trail, it's hard. You can't walk off trail because you just sink into holes. Yeah. And there's like a foot of debris, and it's soggy.
Oh, is that right?
Super soggy. So you step in it and you just sink. And that's how I fell too, is because I hit one of these holes, and my foot went straight down into the hole, and I couldn't turn around. It was such a slow fall too. It was hilarious. Can't wait to go see that footage. There was a boulder right in front of me. I fell on the boulder, holding on to it like this, and I wanted to laugh. I don't remember now, but because I didn't hurt myself, it was just one of those slow falls. So this picture here. These are prints he got.
Oh, okay.
That's the witness with the prints. He cast 2 of them.
He cast 2 of them.
Yeah.
That looks really old. Whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Really old. And then you're measuring. Ooh, I would never see that. Never see that. And you guys can pause if you want to take a longer gander. Ooh. Alrighty. And these are the originals?
Yeah, that's on the original side.
These are the originals. Yeah. And there you go. The 1995?
Mm-hmm.
Brad Tumble account. There you go.
October 2007, 12-mile kilometer points East Harrison Forest Road near Slocum Forest Service entrance. It's a roadside sighting.
Roadside sighting in 2007. The possible sighting report came to my attention secondhand from Brad Trent. On a hunting trip, started chatting to another hunter around a campfire whom had never met before. He gave his name as Mike and told Brad who Brad is going to be here tonight. Is he coming tonight?
I hope so.
Hopefully. It may be tomorrow that Brad comes. I think Bill's coming tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. I really like him. Yeah. Seems like a really nice guy. Brad, that he and another man whom was not named are driving up East Harrison Lake on day of October of 2007, just at the 4 kilometer point near the entrance of Slocum.
Yeah, Slocum Road. It goes off to the right. Yeah.
Witnessed alleged Sasquatch crossing the main road in front of them. It was traveling west to east, and Mike told Brad that it was very dark in color. It was upright on 2 legs the whole time it was in view, and it was tall, though no height estimation was given. He thought they were about 100 yards from it, and the other man in the pickup was named Mike, said he was a city body and really freaked out when it happened. The possible sighting. Is this the same?
Yeah, I think it's just the
Yeah,
same
that
copy,
one's the
isn't it?
same. So.
You know, so I always get them printed out in cardstock because it
Yeah.
lasts longer, yeah.
Yeah, that's really neat idea, and I wouldn't have thought of printing them on cardstock.
Okay, Sasquatch, British Columbia, File 215, Hicks Lake. Oh
Hicks
yeah,
Lake.
Hicks Lake Campground.
That's right down the road.
Yeah, British Columbia, September the 10th, 2014. Full interview there.
So Hicks Lake, was it the first night we were here? Wednesday night?
We passed it to get here, yeah.
Yeah, we passed it to get here, and then Bill said that he saw a bear crossing right there.
That was at Bench.
Oh, at Bench?
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
thought
the
he
next
said.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Now this happened in the same campground on the road where I showed it in the swamp where a woman reported a Sasquatch in 1982.
Oh, at that little.
Yeah, and that little swampy thing there.
Okay.
That's not it. This is a different incident.
Oh,
here.
different. Another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2014. Claire.
I believe that one was in September or when? Yeah.
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 This is your original note from that night.
Yeah.
Here so it doesn't fly away. Wind's kind of picking up right now. So I'm just going to read through some of the interesting parts. We'll skip her name and stuff, other than the Bronnie. Her last name's Bronnie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just read the important info, the date, location.
Yeah. September 10th, 2014 at 11:40 p.m. And we were out there, man. We even after we did that 2-hour hike, we came out, got in the truck, and went all the way down that main road out of there with the thermals.
Oh, yeah.
Except it's hard to do the thermals when you're going even 20 miles an hour in there.
Yeah.
Because the trees capture heat, you know? So some of those trees were like big hits.
Yeah.
But I was like, whoa, you're driving too fast. How do I know if it's a Sasquatch or a tree? And he would back up and I go, yep, it's a tree. So you really have to go on a slow roll when you're doing, thermal from a car, from a truck. But it was fun. Like, except for, that road's a little bumpy and I kept hitting my eyepiece to my glasses like, I'm going to break my glasses out here. So, answer withheld. We said west side of Hicks Lake. Do you remember the site number? You didn't recall. When he talked on the phone, he mentioned that it was on lakeshore sites. Yes, it was probably 20 feet from the back of my truck. The next morning when I went back there, it was a bit of a path to the shore right on the lake. It was nighttime. They got to the site at 10:50 in the evening. And the incident happened at 11:40 p.m. And he says, this is what happened. All right, so I'm visiting the lower mainland with a girlfriend, so I decided to go on a camping trip by myself. I really wanted to explore the Harrison area, and I went a little bit later than I should. I left around 7:30 from Langley, so I got up there around 10:50 p.m. finally. So I messed around with my stuff and, my bag, and I brought along my mosquito pad so I wouldn't get eaten by mosquitoes. And he keeps going on about eating and his vehicle, but 20 minutes later, he hears something. Cautiously pushing the button on the truck, I'm laying down in the back, my head towards the canopy of the cab. I'm about 6 inches up on a mattress, and I look up, and the sky is beautiful, midnight purple. Lost my place. The cab, midnight purple, and all I can see are these 3 large humps like shoulders. I couldn't see the middle part, and then they went down. The shoulders had to be 3 feet across. I get a little freaked out. It's not trying to pull on the handle. It's just pressing on the button. What? That's freaky. I
Remember, for a
grabbed my
little
bear.
while, there were pickup trucks where you had code buttons to open the door.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That's what
yes.
he's talking about.
Oh my goodness. I grabbed my bear maze, and I grabbed my machete, and I have my arms together, and the best thing I can do without making noise, so I rocked my truck. I am rocking back and forth in my truck bed, and I hear the bump, and I guess it stepped back. The canopy I have on the truck, the driver's side, half of it tinted and half it was replaced, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Very large shoulders, and with a purple midnight sky, I just see kind of small head. It's like something shrugging down in the rain. I could kind of like, how would I put it? Kind of like a poodle hair. Interesting. Poodle hair. But something like a little bit longer and wavy. Ooh, now that's kind of like Joe's long wavy hair.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit like a Labrador's. And it was moving from the cab to the back of the truck towards the lake. I heard a felt. I
think
heard
that's
and
stopped
felt. Huh? It's still going.
Oh.
It's just so I can see. I have it screensaver on. There's no way that if I was playing hopscotch, I couldn't make the same spacing or thump that I heard. Plus, my truck was a GMC 1500, just so it felt like somebody was dropping something with a forklift. I could hear the hollowness of the force. You know, there's certain areas in the forest that ground sounds kind of hollow. It just keeps on moving. It didn't try to open the back. It just went away. It also states that had to be a foot taller than me. It would have shoulder span of about 4 feet. It was fairly large, and all of the people that say, oh, it could be a bear, I have had a hard time acknowledging that a bear would have opposable thumbs. Trying to press that button on my truck door and walk away. Or at least a bear would have run from here to there and look for bear's legs. There's no gosh darn way a bear could make that periodic step. So I immediately dismissed. There's no way a bear could have walked away the way I heard it. It would have been on all 4 paws, and it would have been a lot quicker than that. A minimum of 400 pounds, not 600 to 800. Pretty sure there was a canopy. Let's see what else is interesting. What was the first impression? I thought somebody was trying to break into my truck, was his first impression. Or a bear. But a bear would use its body and movement and the body weight to pry something over if it's hungry. I'm 6'3". You could probably see my head and face. This, you couldn't see the face. And all I saw was the black mass and these 2 shoulders. And I didn't see the head until it moved to the back past the clear plexiglass on the side of my truck. on the side, the driver's side. How did you react? I almost peed, but I had taken care of that before I went to bed. I was pretty gosh darn scared. And that was at 2:15 a.m. And if there had been any thefts lately, I didn't say anything to him about what I saw the night. Mosquitoes. Oh, because I didn't reapply spray. Oh. The mosquitoes are swarming me right now. That'll work. Hold on while I just took a shower, so I'm I'm being swarmed.
Don't worry, once Bill Reed gets here, we won't have to worry about the mosquitoes.
Why?
Because they all go to him. It's amazing.
Really? Do you recall the ranger's name? No, he doesn't. It had dirty golden retriever hair. How heavy do you think he was? Way over 600, maybe 800. Did you see any facial features? No, just the shoulders. I could see a bit of arms. Because it moved freaking fast, is what he says. Most NFL guys are smaller shoulders than that. So standing at my truck at the door, and it was pushing the buttons. So he's kind of, he reiterates that he was right there, ground zero, where where he's looking at this.
We went through his campsite.
Yeah. Let's see. Steenburg notes, witness was 28 years old at the time of the incident. Do you do a lot of camping or hunting? No, not a lot. No corrective lenses. No other witnesses. So in your opinion, it was a Sasquatch you saw? Yes, and I do want to say for the record, if it was a Sasquatch, it doesn't want to be bothered so much, and it didn't bother me. So I don't want people going out and trying to find these things and being a pain in their lives like most people are. Ha ha. That was good.
I think that criticism was aimed at me at the time when we were talking to him. Yeah.
Okay. And then you state that the witness could not remember the campsite number. He was in that night, but told me he recognized it if he saw it again. I hope the near future we can go with him, as it could be one of 5 campsites and the part of Hicks Lake Campground. So good. Okay. What are we at? We are at... So, folks, we just went through a bunch of Thomas's sightings here. I'm going to let you all go. I'm going to continue doing these and reading them and going through them myself. But I'm glad you guys could stop by and check me out. I got to start cooking some beans here pretty soon for the picanha that we're going to have for dinner. But thank you, Thomas, for sharing these with me.
You're very welcome.
And thank you for coming out to the 2024 Sasquatch Shindig at Sasquatch Provincial Park in BC, Canada.
My pleasure. Enjoyed it thoroughly.
Awesome. Bye, guys. Hello everyone, thank you for watching my channel, Sasquatch Secrets. I appreciate all the support and kind words. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, you can find me live most Sunday afternoons at 5 p.m. Mountain. See you guys in the next chat.